This is a quick tour as of July 2024 of the Need-Centered Coaching Excellence members areas. So when you sign up, you'll come to this home page and you'll see at the top, it will just give you a quick guide reminder of how to use it and how to remember your password, etc. Then you move into what you can see here as the 15 modules. So the modules are basically the main heading hits, but in each of these, you can see each one of these is a separate one. You'll see lessons, and the lessons is how many elements are within that particular module. So we start on the left here. This is where you'll find this video and some free examples. The members' main tutorials are your big hits. So this is 6 chapters. You can see here, as soon as you look at the home page, you can see what's in each of these main chapters. And when you break into one, which we'll go into once we've been through all of them, you can start to see they're broken down again to give you some real support and understanding in each one. So this gives you a guide of, okay, what's in which. But again, with the chapters, I strongly recommend you work through these in the order, because this is the guide to take you from starting to understand what it is, to start implementing it, starting to develop yourself and others, the team, how to embed the tools of principles, how to stress load, the covert recalls, the overt recalls, all the tools to help develop the type culture and the environment that you want, and indeed how to embed it and keep it going and not let it drop away. So chapters 1, 2, 3, the foundation tools, 4, bringing it alive, 5, keeping it alive, and then 6, that summary success, those main headings. Then we get into some of the newer elements. So the next one here, you can see session format, planning, executing, reviewing. So this is giving you, one, some session plans, and there'll be other elements, i.e. athlete work on, audits, covert recall, audits, all the resource elements you need for when you're now getting into it. How do you plan? And if you're an individual coach, how you plan. If you're a coach of many coaches, how you plan, agreeing roles, permissions, etc. The actual during the sessions, but also importantly then the data capture and your hot and cold reviews post session, and how we can audit that so that can influence how we plan for the next session, and this flow that I call it. The next one here is finding your support. So this is where, once you remember, you can just leave your details in there, and then any of the members can then contact you, share their details, so you can set up your own coach support group. I understand many of you globally are on your own. You want to go through this journey, but sometimes it can be difficult. So you need your support and challenge network group, and that's what I call that peer support group. I explain how to use it in here, but that again is another resource and a connection, so you can start to build that on your own outside the members area. Then we move down. Recorded examples of the principles in action. You can see there's 27 of those in here. Again, that will continue to grow as others. This is updated with something new each month, so you can see how it starts to build. The next one, short tutorials. So this is some elements from the main tutorial, so you don't have to try and find them. You can just go straight to here as a quick resource, but there's also deeper dives. There's also some new tools that you can use that's going to help you navigate and again prevent and deal with some of the problems you face when you're interacting or engaging with a large group of athletes at any age. The next one, you can see members Q&As. This is where there's been members, there's been invited guests that have been coaches I've worked with in different sports over the years, and they share their journey. The members, and once you've gone through the main tutorials, I may invite you, if you'd like to have that. These are Zooms, and then you can ask me any questions you like and we can answer them. We can share them in a group, because often that can also help other members that are going through the same journey as you are. Then we move further down, where you'll see the logos of past and present clients. There's some success stories. So they are coaches and athletes that have been through this journey, and they share what's changed them, the challenges they had, the differences it's made. So that again can help you just connect back to the vision that you want to build within your own team. Podcasts, again, let's look down. So we've got 49 as of now. And these are great if you're just training, going for a walk, something to listen to in your car. Again, it connects. And this is not my podcast, by the way. This is me just being a guest on other people's podcasts around the world. Ask me a question is the last one there. So this is where You may not have found the answer within all the resources. So you can just type in a question there. I can then see it. I can either answer direct or guide you to something that's already been recorded so you can quickly find it. Or it may be, okay, I'm going to record something new and add it wherever it's applicable because that's something I haven't yet covered. So you can see this is huge. Now, if we delved in, there's a few ways you can get stuck in. So again, straight in, you can do the view this module. That takes you straight in. And then each one of these, you can see you'll have the main watch point or listen to point here, and on the right you'll have all the little subheadings. So this is each one of those elements working through. So you can see there's 17 here already. This continues to grow. This is a very new element of 2.0, which is the updated members area. So you can see there are some elements in here that have been in the main tutorial. Some are a flash reminder, some are a deeper dive, but then you also have elements that are not in the main tutorial. So preparing to coach intervention options, a reminder of them, the decision-making cycle for coaches and athletes. So if we just broke into one of those, let's look at the coaches' decision-making. Again, it picks up, you go straight in, and then you just press play. And again, you can enlarge these if you want as well. The speed of how this pops up with more the internet that you're on. And you can see here, some of these will just be my voice. And you can see this just takes you through the guide of how this all fits together in some nice visuals. Some of them will just be the reminder headings. Some will be more me of just explaining some of the challenges. So you can see these are really useful, and I aim to keep these under 30 minutes, so they're nice flash. Some are a lot shorter. So you can now guide down here, or you can go back up here for the main area. So let's use this as a navigation. So let's go into the recorded examples. And you can see as well, when there's the explanations of them, you can also see there's a comments box. So pretty much everything will have a comments box, and it will just be specifically to what you're watching. You can ask a question in there. Often it's where something resonates with you, and you can connect it into there. And this is all useful for your own members area because you can connect back and read your comments, but also to connect with other members. You can also share with image in there. You can share the images or words of what you've used and how it's worked for you as well. So this is building that support as we go. And if you press any of these, if we put the volume on, so you can see an example, these will be videos on players' chess. These are real sessions at different ages and more senior as well, or where it's just been recorded from the side. But this is actually seeing it in action. This is not some nice setup, let's do 15 takes. This is raw footage of you're seeing it with different age groups of how it really works and connects. So a lot of people find this really useful. And again, this is another element that is not seen in a lot of the coaching support out there. So you can see how much there is in here where it just will connect you through. So now if we go back and use this as a navigation, the other element that's slightly different, the main tutorials will have an additional reflection process. So if we click on, and we'll see, you still have the elements here. We can see someone's put a comment in there where everyone can read those comments. You'll also have your slides, so you can just click on that and it will just open up a PDF for you. So you can print them off and put your little notes on them. But also at the last part of each of the main tutorials, there are 3 reflection questions. So this is your main takeaways, and this will be saved into your own members area, so it will just help you reflect. But also I can read these as well. So main takeaways, what actions are you going to do? So that helps connect to what are you going to commit to from what you've learned. And also, is there any elements that you still don't understand? And explain. Now, often what can happen, and this usually happens, is you'll put something in that says, I still need to, maybe early on you go, I still don't quite understand the rule of three. And that's only because it's in later chapters. So I can just let you know, actually, this is where to find that, etc. So that's a quick tour. I hope it was useful. Again, this is updated every single month. This is over 150 hours now of real world resource to help you navigate the world of pursuing your own coaching to develop the teams, the cultures, develop the type of athletes that you want. The whole support mechanism is about real world applicational tools, and also how to prevent a lot of the obstacles that when you try something new, it doesn't stay around because you haven't committed to it, you haven't put in sustainable support, and it disappears within 3-4 weeks. This is how to embed the change you want for long term. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you're not a member, then please just check if there's any discount codes somewhere around. Get stuck in, start with the main chapters always. This really makes sense of everything, and then use the other chapters as a go-to resource. This isn't designed to see if you can work through it in one day. This is take weeks, how long as you want, go back in, come back out, reflect, go back in, and then once you've gone through the 6 main chapters, you'll know the strategy of how to build it or what you need to do, and then just keep using it for a resource. You can open this up on your mobile, you can link into, okay, remind me of what I need to do here, and again, you can just watch the little videos. So don't think of this as a course that you just do once. This is a resource to help you grow, for you to use all the time, and as it expands, interact with it, leave comments, ask questions, help me help you by the interaction with on the site. And don't forget, finding your support here, share, let people know where you are, let people know what you need so they can connect in with you.